Pool over here in Poorville, working on the Chevy Uplander. So I put a battery in it today and had to put a different battery terminals. I had a top post originally, and I had the battery here out of the S10. So to pull the battery, all I had to do was loosen these two, or take them two screws out. There's one back over here you can't really see, and actually I think it's already stripped out. I couldn't turn it, but it was already loose. I just loosened them up, or took them out and slid this over and tilted the battery sideways, and it come right out of there. So I'm trying to figure out where the power steering leak is coming from, and I went to move it. And now I got an issue with the transmission line leaking. So I was just trying to figure out what the deal was with the power steering. So it is starting now on its own. It appears to be charging. So I did a kind of a bypass to the hose that was rusted under here. And got that fixed. But it's still leaking. I don't know what happened to the old piece, but anyway, yeah, it was a line rusted right in half. Took that little shield thing off there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, so it was rusted right there, right through, and it was spraying. So I cut both ends, left it some fairly decent material, and put a piece of that rubber hose, found a couple clamps, and yeah, as soon as I started it, I seen it was leaking, and it wasn't leaking before. But it's leaking right now. Got a leak over here. Leaking right there now. So I'm going to see how much the lines are and see about replacing them all. I got to figure out how to get them clips out of the transmission. They don't look like it'd be too big a job. There's one bolt there, and sounds like probably more than you want to do when you get into it. I think they're actually both leaking. Anyway, thought I'd do a quick little video on it, but wasn't too bad changing the battery though. Too bad the rest of it wouldn't have been that easy. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I gotta do to get into this thing. I heard them lines are like $100. I don't know, I haven't really checked yet. I want to see if these fans kick on too, like they're made, or like they're supposed to. I guess I'll leave that run a little bit. Them fans should be kicking on. That's what you get when you get $225 for a vehicle. You're definitely going to have to do something to it, for the most of the time anyway. Although I've got some freebies, it was pretty nice. Years ago, I got a really nice Toyota. I can't remember what kind it was, but that was a nice vehicle. So we called the Secretary of State today. I was trying to see about getting a title for that Skylark, 65 Buick Skylark. And got an appointment for October, I don't know, around the 20-something, 28th or something of October. That's just crazy. If I wanted to get a title, I don't really want to work on it until I get the proper paperwork on it. So I'm just pondering this vehicle today. Got it up here on the ramps. I will probably take it in on the hoist. But that's a couple-hour job cleaning my way to get in there. I thought this air was working earlier, but I didn't dare run it because I was trying to make sure the battery had a good charge. I had to jump it when I pulled the battery out of that S10. That's too hot in here. Anyway, this thing's a runner. It drove good. I just got to figure out the power steering, where it's leaking, and now the transmission lines. I said I drove it home. There was no leaks or nothing. I drove it, I think it was 10, 15 miles. But you get to Poorville and it started leaking, but you can see it was rusted. It was ready to leak. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. You may not want to go find a project. They can get to be nerve-wracking. Thanks for stopping by. As Paul Harvey used to say, good day.